Space mining laws. Who owns the resources of space? As humanity extends its reach beyond Earth, questions about the ownership and use of space resources have moved from the realm of science fiction to pressing legal and ethical debates. From mining asteroids for precious metals to extracting water from the moon, the governance of space resources is shaping up to be one of the most significant challenges of the 21st century. The international framework at the heart of space law is the 1967 Outer Space Treaty, OST, signed by over 100 countries. The treaty establishes several guiding principles. Non-appropriation. Outer space, including the moon and other celestial bodies, cannot be claimed by any nation through sovereignty or any other means. Freedom of exploration. All states are free to explore and use outer space. Benefit of all humanity. Space activities must be carried out for the benefit of all countries and humankind. While the OST provides a broad framework, it leaves significant ambiguities regarding the extraction and ownership of space resources. For example, while the treaty prohibits nations from claiming sovereignty over celestial bodies, it does not clearly address whether private companies can extract and own resources from them. The 1979 Moon Agreement sought to fill this gap by declaring the Moon's resources the common heritage of mankind, meaning that these resources should be managed collectively and used for the benefit of all humanity. It proposed an international regime to oversee resource exploitation. However, this agreement has been ratified by only a handful of countries and lacks support from major spacefaring nations like the United States, Russia and China, largely because they viewed its provisions as overly restrictive and limiting to national and private enterprise interests. National legislation, a patchwork approach. In the absence of comprehensive international laws, several countries have enacted their own legislation to regulate space mining. United States. The U.S. Commercial Space Launch Competitiveness Act of 2015 allows U.S. citizens to explore, extract, and own space resources. While the U.S. does not claim sovereignty over celestial bodies, this law asserts the rights of private entities to commercially utilize resources they extract. Luxembourg. In 2017, Luxembourg passed laws permitting companies to own and sell space resources. The country aims to position itself as a hub for space mining enterprises. These national laws reflect a growing interest in commercial space activities, but have also raised concerns about their alignment with international treaties. For example, there are concerns that unilateral national laws might lead to conflicting claims over the same resources, creating legal and diplomatic disputes. Critics argue that unilateral approaches risk creating conflicts over resource claims and undermine the spirit of international cooperation. Emerging challenges and developments. As nations and private companies gear up for lunar missions and asteroid mining, the lack of a unified legal framework poses significant challenges. Resource conflicts. Without clear international regulations, disputes over resource claims could escalate into geopolitical tensions. Equitable access. Developing countries fear being left out of space resource opportunities as wealthier nations and corporations dominate the field. Environmental impacts. The long-term consequences of resource extraction on celestial bodies remain largely unexplored. The Artemis Accords, led by the United States, represent an attempt to establish norms for responsible and peaceful space exploration, including resource utilization, and to prevent potential conflicts. As of now, over 20 countries, including Japan, Canada, the United Kingdom, and several European nations have joined the accords, demonstrating a significant level of international support. While these bilateral agreements promote transparency and cooperation, some nations view them with skepticism, fearing they favor US interests. The road ahead. The prospect of space mining offers exciting opportunities for scientific advancement and economic growth, such as mining rare earth metals or extracting water from the moon to use as fuel for deep space missions. These resources could significantly impact industries on Earth, providing new sources of rare materials for electronics and renewable energy technologies. However, it also demands a careful balancing of interests to ensure that space resources are used peacefully and for the benefit of all humanity. To achieve this, the international community, led by bodies such as the United Nations, must work towards a comprehensive and inclusive legal framework. Such an agreement should address key issues like resource ownership, environmental stewardship, and equitable access, ensuring that the final frontier remains a domain of shared opportunity rather than conflict. As we stand on the brink of a new era in space exploration, the choices we make today will shape the future of humanity in space. Will we embrace collaboration and equity, or allow competition and disparity to define our interstellar ambitions?